Hello, hobbyists, and welcome to another Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report. Paul is still in the infancy of baptism by fire. We already did our first episode, but now we've left the starter kit armies. We are just doing straight up building. So Paul decided to go the Hydra side with Baron Zemo leading it, the Red Skull, the Winter Soldier, and Crossbones. Paul, what's your team tactics cards?
We have heavy firepower, Soldat activated, patch up. I am Baron after all, and dig in.
Yes. And of course, we'll just show you here. We got the Winter Soldier, Crossbones, the Baron, and the Red Skull. And they are going up against the one and only Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dun, dun, dun.
With Star-Lord leading it all, alongside his girlfriend, Gamora. Rocket and Groot got to come together, and then finally, Dr. Octopus is here for the fun. And of course, as we take a look quick at the board, there's Dr. Octopus, Rocket, and Groot, Star-Lord himself, and Gamora. And for my 5 Team Tactics cards, I took the Galaxy's greatest. Lovable Misfits, We Are Groot, Joint Effort, and Deadly Duo. Alright folks, here is a look at the board overall. Just to talk about a little bit about the terrain again. AMG terrain is all the stuff that looks like models. Those all have on the bottom of them these sizes, so we can throw them and chuck them and all that. But everything else, this building over here is size 5. The other paper terrain cars are size 2. The half walls are size 2 as well. All the one paper dumpster is size 2 as well to match with the painted dumpsters. The sea cans in the middle, or the transport things, are size 3. The lampposts and the stoplight are size 1 alongside the bus stop. And that is pretty much it for all our sizes. And our missions today. Our secure is Paranoia pummels the populace. And our extract. Our secure is Mayor Fix vows to find missing witnesses. Paul did win that priority, but I'll read you the 2 cards here for a minute. So anyways, Paranoia pummels the populace. We can interact with the disturbance, which is the little red tokens right there. And we can pick one up. All characters can only hold 1 disturbance. When a character picks up a disturbance, if there's not another allied character with 2 of it, it suffers the damage. And then during the cleanup phase, if one of our characters holding a disturbance are within 2 of another allied character, those characters controlling players scores 1 victory point. We score 1 victory point in the cleanup phase for everyone holding at least a disturbance. And then for Mayor Fist, the blue tokens. During the cleanup phase, each of the witnesses may flee, starting with the player with priority. Each player places all the witnesses secured by their opponent within 2 of their current position. Each witness may be placed this way only once per round. After a witness is placed, each character within 1 of it suffers a damage and gains a stun special condition. And then we score 2 victory points for each player securing. Now, securing means we have to be within 1 of it to be securing, and whoever has more healthy characters is securing it. Alrighty, so it is time to go. Paul did win the priority roll here, so it means he gets to start it out. Paul, which character is going first on your side?
We're going to go for my friend Baron Helmut Zemo right here.
Alright, so Zemo is going to go. Well, folks, we've done some movement, but we did forget one thing, the power phase. And I did forget to mention about Star-Lord. He can carry the Infinity Gem of Power, so I did give that. This Infinity Gem just gives me an extra power, and it also increases my threat level just for everyone's wonderment. But anyways, Baron Zemo did 2 medium moves, ending himself right there. And then he picked up the disturbance. Rocket did a 1 medium move and now going to shoot Baron Zemo with 5 energy. This is my builder, so damage dealt, I claim that much power. And then Baron Zemo he's a strategic genius, so he's going to be able to reroll 1 here. I do have my Winged token as well, folks. That is the ability of Star-Lord. When I give them a Winged token, I may If we attacking, defending, or dodging, it may spin the wing it token during the modify step to reroll up to 2 of its dice. As in the round, remove all wing it tokens. So you spend it and you'll gain it back every round. All right, 5 energy. And that will be so far 4 hits with Rocket, and then now let's shoot the Baron Zemo.
Ouch.
All right, Baron Zemo, dodge away. He does get to reroll 1 because he's a strategic genius. No, so he's going to take 4 damage there, and I'm going to claim 4 power.
And I have 5 health. Ouch.
You automatically?
Ouch.
Yes, all right.
Where's mine?
Paul is up next. Paul, who is moving next up the board?
Put my 4 over here. We're going to move Red Skull.
Red Skull, welcome back. We got some post-movement to talk about. Anyways, Winter Soldier went up medium twice, picked up the disturbance. I took Dr. Octopus up there. Thanks to Wall Crawler, I can climb anything without penalty. So he went up there and is securing that witness.
Good.
And then, of course, I have now moved Groot up his small, and now he's going to punch Baron Zemo with his builder here. So we're going to punch the Zemo. Big tree limb.
Oh, yay. I'm going to get whacked by a branch.
There we go. Big tree limb builder. Just a while there. Oh, I forgot to say, Red Skull moved up behind the building. So I only have... Yeah, I only have a wild in there, Paul. I don't have a winged token, so I can't reroll.
Yay!
You did get a critical in there, so you succeeded. Critical would explode, but there's no point. So Baron Zemo is alive, and that is it for Groot. Paul has 1 more character to go, being Crossbones, and then I have 2 more characters in Star-Lord and Gamora. So we will show you their post movement, and if there are any more dice to throw. Welcome, folks, to post movement. Now, if you're typing down furiously in the comments that we need to make some corrections, I caught it. So, big correction. When Baron Zemo picked up the disturbance, this mission states that you take a damage unless you're within 2 of another allied character. Baron Zemo wasn't when he picked it up, so he took a damage. Then Rocket came up, blasted him, and knocked him out, giving me 4 power. And then Baron Zemo needs 4 power from himself. Got 4 power as well for being hit with that. So that knocks him out. I moved the token there. Groot moves small, picks up the token. I'm just going to keep him next to Rocket. Finally with that, Crossbones moved it there. Baron Zemo is now dazed. I had Gamora go and pick up that disturbance. She took a damage, and then Star-Lord is now securing the other witness. And with that, it is time to officially count up the score. So first, we'll start off with the disturbance. I have a disturbance. And I am definitely not within 2 of another character with disturbance, because the only 2 I have is Gamora and Groot, and they're not within 2 of each other. So I, being the player that picked the extractions, will go up 2 for that. Paul has 1 disturbance, being under Bucky Barn. So he will claim the power. Then we go on to the witness. So during the cleanup phase, each of the witnesses may flee, starting with the player with priority token. Places all witnesses secured by their opponent within 2 of their current position. Each witness may be placed only 1 round. After witness secured, each character within 1 of it suffers 1 day. I'm securing 2 witnesses, so I will claim 4 points. They're going to 6. And now Paul will, of course, now move the witnesses 2 from their current position. And there are the witnesses. I'm not 100% sure if during the cleanup phase you score first and then move, or you move and then score. You can write that down in the comments. I would say score and then move. So Paul has moved them closer to him instead of closer to me. Alrighty, so both witnesses has moved. As of right now, it is 1-6. Paul still has the priority token, so we're gonna power up. We're gonna start off, and we're cleaning up all our check marks, and we're gonna start off the turn. Paul, who is going first, and Baron Zemo will, of course, has flipped over to his dazed side. So who is going first over here, Paul?
We're going to go ahead and do Baron.
The Baron Zemo again? Yep. All right, so when we turn, Baron Zemo will have moved and done all his attacking, and of course we all powered up as well. Baron Zemo has decided to start it off with an adhesive X pistol over to Groot. He's looking forward to see those fancy wilds and crits and all that. Anyways, here we go. Physical attack. We got 3 hits. So I need to roll, and then Paul will be able to re-roll 1 because of strategist. Okay, so Paul does get, I do explode my crit. All right, and then Paul gets a re-roll. Nothing. All right, what happens if you hit 3 hits, Paul? Did you get anything on your adhesive X pistol, or do you need wilds?
I have to have, none of them work.
All right, so I will be taking a single point of damage, and then Zemo can still move. I highly recommend move because...
oh, he's moving.
He's moving.
He's going to back up right here and land on that. Bloop.
All right, well, that's a little dangerous, but we will talk about that. But anyways, it is my turn to go. I got some characters to move. Folks, we did correct it. Paul has decided to go hide over there just for safety because Baron Zemo is down. We did forget his affiliation ability. He does give Paul another unaffiliated / Hydra card. So Paul took Sacrifice as an additional Team Tactics card. All right, so he's got that one as well. And then anyone who spends power to play a Team Tactics card can, of course, gain the power back. So anyways, Gamora has moved up. She's going to do her God Slayer attack builder here against the Red Skull himself. Here we go for 6 physical. All right, so I have 2 crits in there, so Paul can roll as well, and then we'll explode the crits. Nothing there. We're not within 2, so 2 crits to explode. That's 2 more hits. And then I think I'm going... Actually, no. I'm going to spin that. So that is 5 hits onto Mr. Red Skull.
Wow.
Oh, I dazed him in 1 shot.
And a point... Now, do I take a point of damage on that side, too?
No. Okay, so Red Skull has been dazed. We'll both claim 5 power, and the bleed condition doesn't matter. That is Gamora done. It is Paul's turn. Now, Paul can skip here if he wants to and make me take another character, or Paul can go with one of his characters.
You said I gain power for being hit, right?
Yeah, you'll claim 5 power for the 5 damage I dealt, while I will claim 5 as well.
Many Christmas.
So Paul can decide to skip here and let me take another character, or I will, of course, or he can take a character. His choice, of course.
I'm going to fight back with crossbows here since you decided to daze my character up there.
He's going to shoot a beam at me, I guess. So Paul has decided to pass because, again, I have way more healthy characters than he does, so he can pass twice. And after that, he will have to move Brock and the Winter Soldier alongside my thing. But again, you can pass, but only if your opponent is doubling your characters. In this case, since Zomo's already gone, and the Red Skull's been knocked out, and he only has 2 characters left, again, he can pass twice here because I have 3 characters still to activate. So anyways, Star-Lord moved his medium, is now securing both of those tokens. Now he's going to go full auto into Brock with his 7 energy. And I have electric elemental blast. So for every wild, I get to give conditions to Mr. Crossbones. 7 energy, go! Those 2 fell out.
It's already a hit in there, ouch. Oh, that's a little kind of better.
And I do not. So I get to 1 explode, but Paul does get to roll his 2.
I need something.
A couple skulls, man, Paul.
This is called death today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness.
And I hit a shield there. So Paul will only take 3, but he won't get any elemental abilities because I didn't hit any wilds in there. And he will claim 3 power. I don't claim any power, and it is now time for Paul. He can skip again because I still have 3 healthy characters, or he can move one of his 2 characters. Crossbone is going to up and personal. He's going to punch Star-Lord right in the guts. All right. Well, anyways, we have 8 physical with what is your right, and then I think it's before damage dealt. You just get to chuck me.
After this attack resolved, the target character is size 2 or less, I'm going to throw you.
All right, I am size 2. So 8 defense attack roll against 3 defense. I do have plucky attitude, so I can re-roll this if I don't hit any shields. All right, so Paul did hit 4 in there with a crit. I did not get any shields. I'd have to re-roll the entirety of this. Well, I will explode. Paul and I have to explode a wild. I block now 2. Paul will get 5 in there. I won't re-roll it, so I block 2. I'll take 3 damage, and then Paul gets to chuck me. So, after all of that, Brock has moved and now is securing both objectives. He chucked good old Star-Lord into the canister there. It is size bigger than me, so it does not get busted, but I do take a damage for colliding into it. So I take a collision damage there for being thrown. It's not a push, folks. It's a throw. So I took a damage from that. I took 4 there. I do have 3 power for the damage I took. Anyways, it is now my turn. Dr. Octopus shall now attack. Go, Dr. Octopus. As we said, folks, Dr. Octopus sends a flurry of arms at good old Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. We shall now roll 4 strike attacks. I hit a wild in there, folks. Wilds for me mean that is 2 successes there. Woohoo! So that is 3 damage so far. Physical defense on Bucky. You have 2 crits in there, so they do block, and then you get to explode them. So they block my damage there. Actually, no, you need to roll 1 more success, because otherwise you'll take 1 damage. There's a wild in there. That is a success. No damage from Dr. Octopus. And then and you know what? I think Dr. Octopus is going to take a move now. Paul has decided to move his final character. Bucky has moved up to there. He's going to shoot Dr. Octopus with his rifle. Rifling me with his physical. 5 physical to my 4 defense. Well, the Spectros rifle does get to go off here. That is going to be 4 hits with an explode there for it. 4 defense. I block 2, and then both Paul and I will explode our crits. That is nothing. A shield. All right, so I will be taking 2 damage here. Paul will claim 2 power, and then I will lose a power there as well. All right, folks, it's time for Rocket and Groot. I'm first going to start up with Groot moving, and then I will do Rocket. Rocket has moved up the board. He's now going to go shooting his plasma rifle over at the Zemo. Let's fry him up. Fried Zemo. 5 energy here, folks, so let's do it. Ooh, wow, that's actually disgusting. All right, Paul, why don't you roll now? Your energy defense.
And that is your crossbones.
No,
2. No, Zemo. So it is 3. Sorry.
2 hits. All right. I'm going to spin my wing it token. And we're going to wing it because we got 1 hit in there. All right. Make that 2 damage to Zemo, 2 power to Rocket, and that finishes out the turn. Now it's time to clean on up. Let's do the cleanup. First, we got our extraction. I score 1 for Gamora, 2 for Groot because he's within 2 of another allied character, and 2 for Rocket being within another allied character. Paul will score 2 for being within another allied character because Bucky Barnes is within 2 to Baron Zemo. Now, the witnesses are not secured. We are contesting the witnesses. I have 2 guys contesting each side, and Brock is contesting them both. So the witnesses will not move. Yes, because neither of us are securing the witnesses, and neither of us will score points for the witnesses because we are securing them. Neither player is securing them. So as we move to the top of round 3, it is 11 to 3.
Ooh, wow, this is woof.
All right, well, we're gonna clean the board up, power on up, and then Paul, you get to start out the turn. So who is going first?
Baron's going to go first because I don't think he's going to live much longer, so I need to get some work out of him.
So Baron Zemo will start the turn. We'll be back with all of that. All right, folks, after a whole lot of deliberation, Paul has decided that Baron Zemo is going to start off with a coup de grace. He's hoping to knock out Dr. Octopus here with his 7 physical and then advance small and hopefully get to the heel of Brock. All right. And using passive to do that as well. Well, you got 3 hits in there. That is enough to knock me out if I don't... Oh, did you get a crit, actually?
No.
Okay, no. Oh, just 3 hits. All right. Unfortunately, Dr. Octopus will stand with 1 health left. I'll take 2 damage there and 2 power, and then Zemo has a secondary move he can do. All right, well, Zemo is finished. He moved his medium. He triggered patch up, cleaned up Brock's damage, and has no power left. Baron Zemo is sacrificing himself for the Hydra cause. Anyways, it is my go now. And you know what? Rocket's gonna start it out. And he's gonna go for a deadly duo. All right, folks, so here is deadly duo, just to show you all. So, during Rocket Raccoon's activation, if he is within 2 of a friendly group, which he is, both characters may spend 2 power. So they're both gonna spend some power. And Rocket basically gets to fire 3 plasma rifle attacks targeting 3 different characters. So he goes rapid fire. And our first attack will be against the one and the only, the Winter Soldier. First energy attack going at Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. I will hit a crit, a hit, and a wild. Paul, roll away.
You said I'm against Bucky, so 3.
3 energy defense.
Oh, my.
Well, you do get a crit in there, so that is defense.
That helps.
And there's another one, so you get your crit to explode. Okay, so you're going to take 3 damage. Off that, I will claim 3 power, and you will claim 3 power. So Rock Raccoon has exceeded his limit of 10 power here, but his next shot will be going after Brock. 2 health left on the Winter Soldier, going after Crossbones. Woo, look at that 5 painful energy there.
Oh, no. At least he did.
Defense. Well, you did block 2, Paul. I will throw 1 more in for the crit. Blocking out 2, Paul will take 3 there. I can't claim any more power. Paul will also claim 3 power for the attack. I'm just powering up everybody over here.
Right?
Just powering them all up.
You're being so kind. So kind.
All right. Then, after that, he's going to shoot Baron Zemo now. Let's knock out Hydra once and for all.
You gotta get 4 hits to do it.
By the power of the Guardians of the Galaxy. 5 shots with plasma. Not the best there. I do have the winged token on him.
You have 3.
No defense. I am going to now explode my crit. Nothing. Just take 2 damage there, Paul.
2 damage. Got it.
I'm not going to spend my winged token there. And it's still Rocket's activation. All right, folks. Still in Rocket Raccoon's activation. It is time for some lovable misfits. So any number of my Guardians of the Galaxy, all 4 of my Guardians, because Dr. Octopus is not Guardians of the Galaxy, even though he's on today, joining today's army. And then every character is going to roll. If I hit a crit or wild, I immediately just make an attack with 0 power or gained 2 energy. I'm probably going to go for the attack. Then, if I roll a crit, a hit, anybody within 3 of them that's holding or contesting an objective, will take a separate damage, so that's going to be Brock, and I think that's about it. And then if I hit a shield or blank, I advance small. If I hit a skull, I get the stun special condition and anyone within 2. So let us begin the nature. First up, the one and only Gamora. She's gonna strike. She's gonna take her large sword and she's gonna hit the Red Skull over the head with it. Slam right in the head, folks. That is my builder. That is a 0 power cost ability. That is 6 physical damage. Great job, Gamora. Slay the Red Skull for Captain America. All right, 6 physical damage. If abs attack deals damage, you'll gain the bleed special condition there, Paul. Hope you're ready to bleed. For I am a daughter of Thanos. And Thanos has taught me well. Ha 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 ha. There is the dice. Woo, folks. Paul, roll your defense here, my friend.
I get one.
You get one. Okay. Explode my crit. I got another one. Knockout 1. That is 5 damage to you, sir. Does that just kill you?
No, I got one left on Red Skull. Got one left.
I get 5 power. I'm going to max out on Gamora's power. Well, folks, I wasn't recording. But anyways, Groot went there. Rocket basically told Crossbones, you can't stand there, and basically dealt him a damage. He was outside of the 3 for Bucky Barnes. And now Star-Lord, he'll get a hit. Take another damage there, Mr. Crossbones, for standing right there with those witnesses. And now, as I joke with Paul off camera, I have not triggered any 2 actions off Rocket just yet. So I haven't done a thing with Rocket yet. So you know what? It's time to do stuff with Rocket Raccoon now. Rocket Raccoon jumps back up onto Groot. He aims his plasma rifle and shoots his first plasma rifle attack at Crossbones. Crossbones is just getting lasered today.
Boy, is he. Oh my
man,
goodness.
That's another one. I can't claim any power here, folks, because I am burnt out. I'm maxed, so Paul gets his 2 defense. Well, hey, look, you did get a crit in there. I don't think it saved you. Let's explode our crits. I got another blank.
I got another crit.
All right, so Paul blocks 2. That takes away these 2. That still deals 2 more damage. That should be, 4
or 5. That's 4 or 5.
That is Brock or Crossbones dazed. Paul does claim 2 more power there as well for the adazement. Rocket is on a killing spree today. He's gonna fire his laser. Oh, Bucky! 5 energy plasma rifle. Wow. Okay, Rocket, I think you can quiet down there, son.
Man.
All right, what's your energy defense gonna look like, Paul? You did get a wild in there. I don't think it saved you. Exploding crit hit. That is going to be 4 damage to you.
Let's just flip him over.
All right. You had 2 health left, right?
Yes, I had 2 health. So
you'll claim 2 power there, and I get to place down that token. Red Skull picks up the can with reshaping the world, and he's gonna chalk it on Gamora. Land right on inside of it. All right, so I'm going to roll my 3 physical defense. I block 2. I will take 2 damage for being hit in the face with a big canister. Woohoo! All right, that is a superpower from the Red Skull, so he still has 2 more. Still has his 2 actions he can do anything with. The Red Skull summons the will of the cube, and reality bends to his will. He's gonna launch it at Lord Groot. He's looking for a crit, a wild, and a hit, correct?
yes.
Then bend it,
Crit wild hit.
so he can bend it into someone else. So Groot's gonna take it all here, folks.
Time to cut down some trees.
That's a mystic.
Time to cut down some old rotten wood. I got the crit wild and hit, and a lot to go with it.
Paul did it. Though reality is now bending to his will. Reality will bend. You do get to throw 1 more in there for the crit. Nothing. All right, so throw out the blanks. Throw out this, so I take 5 damage, and Paul gets to do it again. The reality has bent its will. Mystic energy now comes at the Dr. Octopus. 7 mystic attack. And by the way, this can't re-trigger, so
It wouldn't re-trigger anyway.
So anyways, 3 hits in there so far. I have 4 mystic defense. I have 1 defense there. Paul does get to explode 1 crit. Oh, so only 1 damage. I'll take 1 damage. And Paul also has his 2nd action. The Red Skull's last thing is he's just going to launch some cosmic cube power at Dr. Octopus. Energy blast. There's the wild, but if I don't dodge this, it's energy right now. I do take the shock condition, but if I do dodge it, then I will take the shock condition. If I don't, it doesn't really matter. I'll be knocked out. I block 1, I get knocked out. Paul will claim a power. I will claim a power, and Dr. Octopus is knocked out. Woohoo! Anyways, it is time for me to resolve Groot. For Groot's activation, he's going to start off by doing Groot. Unfortunately, I'm not Vin Diesel, who got paid millions of dollars to literally say 3 words in different phrases, different ways. Anyways, Groot can spend 3 power, and then Groot and allied characters within 4 heal 2. Hey, look, Gamora heals 2. Rocket doesn't have any damage, and Star-Lord and Groot all get to heal! Yay! Groot is very angry, folks. He's gonna go in and he's gonna take his big fist and he's gonna punch Joshua Smith, the Red Skull, in his big gut.
This is a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever mess with the forest.
Yes, Mother Nature ain't happy when it's a living tree. I do claim power for damage dealt. I can only get 1 more power here. But anyways, 5 hits. That will be right there. 3. Paul's physical defense. 2 defense.
Hey,
all right.
Finally got a decent roll in defense.
I hit 2 skulls in there. You only needed 1 more damage to die. So
yep, he did it.
He's good.
He did done that.
Flat goes the Red Skull. I'll claim a power. Well, Groot is even more angry. He takes his big fist and he's gonna punch now Baron Zemo in the face. 5 physical defense. Or 5 physical attack. 2 hits and a crit. All right. Paul's physical defense.
At least I get
All right, I get a crit explosion. All right, 3, and then Paul gets to reroll 1 with his strategy stability. Nothing. Baron Zemo will take his last point of damage and get knocked out as well.
Yeah. Poor Baron Zemo, man.
He didn't do much there, folks. I'll play my last power. With Baron Zemo now out of the way, Groot victorious in his great battle. With Baron Zemo out of the way, Groot, with his great power, will now use his superpower of Living Plant, spending 2, and all his pain is gone away. And that is pretty much it for Groot. Now, Paul's characters are knocked out, so let's kind of resolve this right here. So Gamora is just going to move to get within 1, because she's long. Star-Lord's going to move to get within 1 and pick up that token. And that is it for him. And we score! All right. So, Paul, I think I won.
I would have never guessed.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right there, because they're all within 2. And then I do hold both of the guys. So, I won by the fact of the extract. So, let's just say I just exploded that way. Woohoo, I won. All right, it's time for the post-game discussion. Yay! Fuzzy paws for Rocket, who basically did everything.
I lost to a sentient tree and an alien raccoon. I guess wearing the NASA shirt did nothing. I think it made the aliens mad. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes. But I will say, the turn 3 start, where, yeah, because you started out with Baron Zemo.
Yep,
Baron Zemo. So we started off Baron Zemo. He basically attempted to do the coup de grace. It didn't do much against Dr. Octopus. Nearly knocked him out.
Close.
Which would have been nice, because then Paul would have gotten another action, actually. Because then he wouldn't have done the move. He would have gotten the advanced small off of that, and then he could have done patch up and then attacked again with something else.
Yes.
So that probably would have been, well, but the dice, unfortunately, were not in Paul's favor. Actually, today's game, the dice were never in his favor.
Nope.
And then I just went Rocket and went the Deadly Duo, and then after that, because it was still my turn, just for your knowledge, if you're new to Marvel Crisis Protocol, when you use Team Tactics cards, you can use them in your turn, but you have to use them how they say it. So for instance, at the beginning of Rocket's activation, he has to trigger Deadly Duo. So Rocket has to start with it, and then you move into Rocket's activations afterwards. For the Lovable Misfits, you can do that anytime in your turn. For that turn, that's how you trigger it. So what I basically did is I just spent the power off Rocket and Groot. He went off and shot everybody, which is what you would kind of want to do with Deli do with these two. You want to get them up in the middle so they have good shots to everybody. And because I'm shooting my plasma rifle and it's also my builder, I'm just building lots of power off that. Yep. So then you can do like the hard-on enforcer attack, or you can do like the booby traps without a problem. And then I just basically did level the Misfits, and Gamora basically rolled exactly what I needed her to, and she hit Red Skull right over the head with her sword, nearly killed him one shot, nearly killed him. But yeah, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. For people who are wondering, I do have Drax. He's unpainted right now. I do have Cosmic Ghost Rider as well, and I do need to get Agent Venom and Agatha, or Angela. So there's a few other Guardians I don't have, but as for right now, what I do have, not bad. Also, this is very interesting. We both drew 16 powers. I had the Secures, you had the Extracts. Yep. No, I had the Extracts, you had the Secures.
Right, right.
And we both drew 16 power. I have never done, I did once at Adepticon, I did the Mayor Fist one. I've never done the Pummels. So if we got those wrong, let me know down in the comments if we got that one wrong. The Mayor Fist one, I checked it again. I checked the back of the rules. You do claim victory points before you do any effects. So the witnesses move after you claim victory points. So I was right on that. But yeah, it definitely didn't help that I think you started at the turn, jumping right for an objective, right when I had Rocket, basically barreling into you at 5.
This was one of those things where I realized the more I'm learning about the game, because this is my second game, and I'll have a lot. So now I'll know, like, oh, with those two, I need to do a different. My strategy was terrible, and you just have to rethink about it. So that's okay. That's okay.
Yes, not a horrible strategy. Again, Paul's learning. It's still his baptism by fire. I've played this a couple games now, so I've got a good belt under me. But yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. The Guardians really did work. I'm happy for Gamora. She, at the time of this recording of this battle report, she is freshly new in paint. She has not even played a game yet, so I'm happy that the freshly painted model syndrome didn't actually affect her. The rolls for her, too, twice she threw the God Slayer were really, really good, so I am pleased with that. And of course, I forgot, Ronan the Accuser is also a Guardian. I didn't have him here because he costs 4, and I only had 3 left after doing at least 4 of the Guardians. But so I threw in Dr. Octopus to be in there too. But yeah, a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Glad to play, of course, with Paul. Again, Paul is still learning. We did miss some things with, especially the Pummel situation, because Baron Zemo should have been knocked out right immediately. We did forget about Zemo's ability to give Paul another unaffiliated card, and all of that. So we did fix those up through the battle report. Sorry for fixing them within the battle report, but glad you at least enjoyed it. I'm glad we fixed those, because I don't know if it would have changed much of the board, but, it did change the game.
I still got killed by a sentient tree and an alien raccoon. Just let that sink in for a while.
Yeah, and Red Skull did get his head almost chopped off by a big sword.
Yeah, swords do that. They tend to be kind of sharp, and they kind of hurt. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed. Once again, if we did mess anything up or any clarifications or anything at all, please let us know down in the comments. Type away with your furry paws. And make sure you also hold your big guns as well and shoot off your big living trees as well. But yes, I'm so glad. I will say round 3, Rocket was basically the best. That's how, 100% that's how I won, because Rocket basically knocked out basically went on a killing spree.
It was ugly. It was ugly.
And then, like I joked to Paul, I did 2 things, basically. I shot 3 shots for free, and then I basically did a whole bunch of things for free, little things with rolling dice. I'm glad I didn't hit any skulls or blanks, though, I didn't really need the stun special condition. Darn. But I was hoping more for the crits and the wilds. I would have liked to actually have Rocket shoot again. But yeah, and it was a lot of fun. Then after that, I shot twice more. I didn't really feel like the Hardened Enforcer was really worth it at that point. But yeah, let us know all your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you played it, did you enjoy it? What factions are you really enjoying and all of that? What would you guys like me to try to get in the game? Apocalypse, Abomination, who should I paint up really quick, and all of that, so we can play more games of them, and so you can see more characters and all of that. Tell me what affiliation you really enjoy. Tell me what characters you really wish they brought in the game and had in the game. Constantly evolving and all of that, so more characters are coming in. So there's always a lot of fun to have in that. squeaks in the comments as well. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed, and I know you enjoyed, so you want to make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified when our videos go live for you, and we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's Miniatures.